Hello everybody, it's the Primary Wizard here and it's time for 5-minute code, the challenge where I try and get a code completed in under 5 minutes. So let's get going. Today I'm going to make a little times table array display. That rhymes, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to get going. What it's going to do, it's going to show the times table visually. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to get a new sprite. I'm going to get a little ball like so. That's perfect. I don't want scratch, so he can go for now. I want my ball to be smaller because for some of the bigger times tables, it's going to need to use a lot of room. So first thing I need to do is ask the player for the numbers they want to multiply. So I'm going to ask them to enter the first number, and then I'm going to get a variable. I'm going to save that number as number 1. Like so. Okay, so set number 1 to their answer, which is going to be in sensing. Here it is. Okay. Right, I'm going to do the same thing, but for number 2. Enter the second number. But I need a new variable because I don't want to save over my first number. So that's going to be number 2. Okay. Alright, so when the game starts, we're going to ask those 2 questions. It's going to store those 2 variables. Cool, okay, that's good, that works. Right, and then what I want to do is I want to program it so that my ball draws itself the number of times. So first thing that I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to find the clone. So clone yourself is here. So I want them to create a clone of themselves. Where do I want it to start? So if we get it to start here, so it's going to go to here, and then it's going to move to the right and clone itself. So I'm going to change x by, and I'm going to change x by 25. That should be enough to move my ball so it doesn't overlap, and then clone itself. And I want it to do that. How many times do I want it to do it? I want to do it the number of times they've entered as their answer. So I want to do it the number 1 amount of times. So let's get a repeat loop. And so I want you to do that number 1 amount of times. So whatever number 1 they enter, it'll do that many times. Let's put a little movement first, which I wonder if I can just do. Let's just test that. So if I enter number 1, if I enter number 1 as 3, or there you go, 3, press enter. Number 2 is whatever I want. Right, it does 3 in a row. Perfect. Right, now what I want to do is be able to drop down and do another row. So I need to make sure that I'm exactly lined up with the x-axis, but then drop the y-axis. So I want to set the x-axis, so it'll set their x variable back to where it was. So it was at minus 201, so I'm going to go back to minus 201, and I'm going to drop down, so I'm going to change y by minus 25, so they're going to move down the screen. Right, okay. Let me just see if that works. So we're going to go 3 times 3 by 3. Okay, so it's gone backwards. Why has it gone backwards? Oh, because I've set it to move here by minus 25. No, where have I asked it to move? I've asked it to, so before it creates the clone it moves, let's try it that way around. So 3 by 3. Cool, that looks really good. So I've got the start of my next 3. Now if I get a repeat loop and say, right, repeat that whole process, but just for the number of times that they put number 2 in, will this work? Let's see. So let's do 3 by 5. Okay, yes, it has worked, but then right at the end, I've still got my original sprite, so I then want it to hide at the end. So let's go looks and hide. That means we've got to make sure it shows at the start. Okay, let's test this out. So we've got 5 times 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. So what I can do is actually label these like so. So you can see that's 5 times 7. I think I've got my full code, guys. I think that works. Let's just give it a test on a bigger number. Let's try 8 multiplied by 9. Okay. There you go, guys. Fantastic. And do you know what, guys? I've hit my 5-minute target as well, so I win today. Fantastic. Really good. You could develop it a bit further. You could change it so that every row that the ball changes costume. That would be a nice and easy one. So we could slide that in there and see if that works. 6 by 4. There you go, and you get a different colour every row. But that's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for joining in. Give the stream a like, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.